Today's episode is all about nostalgia. I'm photographing old worn down houses, forgotten places where time has slowly left its mark.
I've always been fascinated with this kind of old buildings, these tear down buildings. It gives me something special when I'm doing the photographs. So it really tells a story, I think. I mean, all this history behind this old house and the reason why it's been just left here without any, well, just abandoned actually. So I kind of like that kind of stories, telling those stories with photographs. I don't know, it's something nostalgic, I guess. It's something beautiful with old tear-down buildings. And yeah, I think I'm gonna walk around a bit and do a few snaps here. Sometimes it's quite okay to have these kind of flowers in the foreground because I would like to use them as a reference to the building. So they are going to be quite unsharp and the building is going to be sharp. So I'm going to have these kind of elements in the front and then the building in the background, obviously. And it kind of gives a bit of depth and a bit of scale to the image. Makes it a bit more interesting than just having the building and a blue sky and nothing else in the foreground.
There's something deeply fascinating about abandoned places. Looking through this window feels like looking into another time. These walls once held everyday lives, now they hold silence and decay. We usually search for beauty in order and perfection, but places like this reminds us that beauty can also exist in chaos, in peeling paint, in broken lines. Nature slowly takes back what was once controlled, and in that process, something honest appears. Photographing abandoned houses isn't about ruins, it's about stories left behind and the quiet reminder that nothing lasts forever.
I love that. I really like that piece of glass. It's just, I'm not leaving. He's telling, I'm staying here. This is my house. This is my home. And kind of stubborn glass, isn't it? So, yeah, I kind of like that shape, especially when you have this the very dark background. And you have the blue sky almost like reflecting in the glass. So it's going to stand out a bit towards that dark, really, really dark background. And that's what's going to make this image, I guess. It's going to pop a bit, you know. I kind of like a composition where I'm having the camera much higher than I'm able to with this tripod. And to get that, I probably have to get my camera on tripod and just rise it up and take it handheld. I'm not sure if it's going to be very good, but I'm going to give it a try. I mean, this camera has a really good stabilization, so it should be okay. I'm going to increase the ISO, I think, just to get a little bit faster shutter speed. So I'm going to try to raise my tripod just to get that kind of glass in the frame. And I have to stay quite parallel with the wall like this, so I get it straight on. I'm going to focus where I want the focus to be, which is on the glass. Maybe I should go down a bit with my f-stop because I'm moving it quite a bit while I'm raising the camera. So I'm going to go down to 6.8 and I'm going to increase my ISO because of that. Around 400 I reckon is going to be enough to have exposure time over 125th of a second or something like that. So I'm not going to be on the camera shake, hopefully. So I'm going to try to see roughly the height, a little bit further than that. But the thing is, when I push my button now, the screen is going to get dark. So I'm not going to be able to see what I'm photographing. So I got a timer on 8 seconds. Lifting it up about there. yeah, that wasn't easy. Well, that was a really cool building to photograph. I really like that one. But I guess it's time to move on. We got more of those kind of buildings to photograph. So yeah, let's carry on to the next building. Well, I just had to do a really quick stop and to photograph that beautiful old house down there by the river. And I'm just going to do a few quick ones with my 75mm. And I'm not going to go all the way down there because it's private property. But yeah, these are kinds of building I really enjoy.
I make my way back to the car, ready to hunt for the next forgotten house, and a few days later, I found it.
It's a cool building. I really like that one. This small, tiny house, old house. I really like to shoot this straight on, like from here, so you don't see the sides. The reason for that is just it makes it even more surreal, even stranger than it is.
Sometimes I like to photograph facades straight on. It strips the building down to its surface, focusing on texture, symmetry and the quiet details rather than the shape as a whole.
By shooting it with a medium-sized lens, 75mm, I get a bit of compression, and I kind of like that when you have these tiny buildings, because I would like to keep them quite tiny. If I shot it with a wide angle, it would have seen much bigger. Yeah, I like this building. It's a cool one. I'm going to take a few details as well. This is an overgrown area. The sun is a bit harsh, so I have to find an angle when it's not too harsh. I like to shoot kind of straight on, like this window. Just handheld the camera, like that. Yeah, that was a cool building. I mean, there are plenty of these kind of buildings in Norway, and I just love to photograph them. Pass them by, you know, from the way as you could probably hear. And if I see them, I'll stop and photograph them.
Thanks for watching. I hope you'll join me as I continue my journey around the world searching for new images. See you in the next one.